They are going to run late, but they should move up shortly. It's 17.80 the distance there. And the first at Randwick over the 1400 on a dead track. A little money for both Heldon Park and Strawberry Spy. Barker Boy has drifted. Mr. Aristos back into odds on at $1.90. River to the Sea in a point to 10. Out a point is Blue Patriarch and also Shalang, and some money for Rochambeau, who certainly pretty consistent lightly.
Wasn't his best day today. He galloped a couple of times at the rear.
Racing and CD Knight, Mr. DeLink, Blue Patriarch and Shalang a little slowly away. And the favourite left best, Mr. Aristos, to lead Strawberry Spy about a neck, but the rider's keen to lead on Strawberry Spy. So Abraham's on the favourite, will let him go. And settling down now, Strawberry Spy in front, Canadian Heights to second. Mr. Aristos a bit fired up, going up on the inside again from River to the Sea, and then comes Heldon Park, followed by Rochambeau, CD Knight, Speechmaker. A length further off, Barker Boy, followed closely then by Shalang, and last is Blue Patriarch. They work their way past the 900 again. Mr. Aristos pulled his way to the lead. A length and 3/4 on Strawberry Spy, a similar margin. Third is Heldon Park. A length and a half further back, Canadian Heights on the outside of CD Knight, River to the Sea and Rochambeau, Barker Boy, Speechmaker, and the last pair of Blue Patriarch, the rails, and wider out Shalang. To the turn in this order, 500 left to gallop, and the short price pick, the Grafton Gelding, Mr. Aristos, as Abrahams takes him about 3 away from the rails. He straightens up a length and a half on Heldon Park, right up against the fence. On the outside, River to the Sea, shaking up this favourite. How much has he got left? Heldon Park is almost level with Mr. Aristos, and then River to the Sea, and Strawberry Spy is struggling, and then Blue Patriarch, Rochambeau. On the inside, Heldon Park got Mr. Aristos, who's battling on Heldon Park, Mr. Aristos, River to the Sea, but Heldon Park is carrying too many guns for the favourite. Heldon Park has beaten Mr. Aristos and River to the Sea. Good go for fourth. We've got Rochambeau, Blue Patriarchs, not far away, Strawberry Spy. Then Speechmaker, Barker Boy, Canadian Heights, CD Knight, and Shalang brought up the rear. Well, he was very, very fired up today, the favourite. Number one, Heldon Park, ridden by Christian Reith, has outplugged the favourite. He was very, very, as our radio audience links in again, very fired up in the early stages, Mr. Aristos. I don't know whether Abraham's, the plan was to lead maybe, but then Strawberry Spy was pretty keen. Pengelly shot it to the front, and then Mr. Aristos started to yak its head off, and Abraham's decided to let it go to the front. But as they came over the rise, it was clearly obvious that Mr. Aristos was in trouble. 100 metres, and in fact they look to be all set to go. They are. They're all there. Racing in the second of the afternoon, and a good level start. Magic Duck is one of the early leaders with Island Storm. Kelly Song is burning through, followed by Valdemacita, Email Me, Pat Pong, and then Timidity. Lynn's Money is out pretty wide. A couple of lengths further away in the field is Indeed I Do, followed by Only Glory, and then Bit of Knowledge, Shannon Bank, and Apo Quantities last. The speedy Magic Duck just leads, very wide on the track at the 750. Second, Kelly Song, Email Me. Third, Sharook. Fourth, and then Timidity, followed by Island Storm, Valdemacita, then Pat Pong, a length, the Lynn's Money out off the track from Indeed I Do. Bit of Knowledge very deep from that wide draw is Only Glory. 3, Shannon Bank with the tears being scrubbed off, and Apo Quality brings up the rear. They're homeward bound, and Kelly Song a clear-cut leader, and straightening up now by the 400 marker. Kelly Song a length and a half. Magic Duck yielding ground on the outside. Pat Pong starting to join in, followed wider out still by Lynn's Money, and then Only Glory, but Pat Pong shot past Kelly Song, and down to the 150. Pat Pong about 2. Kelly Song, Bit of Knowledge late. Lynn's Money, Only Glory, and then Shannon Bank, but Pat Pong outclasses them. Pat Pong beat Bit of Knowledge and Lynn's Money, Kelly Song, Shannon Bank, and Indeed I Do. Only Glory, Apo Quality, Sharook, Valdemacita, Magic Duck, Island Storm, Email Me, and Timidity came in a distant last. Pat Pong has won it, and won it easily. Number 7, Pat Pong, Len Beasley for Tony Wildman by Royal Academy from Rue Quinn. A 4-year-old chestnut mare, Pat Pong. Second and third placings will go to numbers 11, Bit of Knowledge, a filly by Knowledge from Cabria, Clary Connors, Chris Muntz, and 15, Lynn's Money, a mare by Hugh Mam from Love of Money, Rod Northam at Scone, Glen Boss.
1680, 153.50, 1,677 the trifecta. 7, 11 and 15. Randwick for this 2-year-old filly's Keith Mackay quality. It is over the 1200. The second elect, She's in Demand, In My Sights and Doubtful Choice have been given chances too. And Sky doesn't have the legal rights to show you the Randwick races, but we can link up with Ian Craig for his call of race 3.
The Energy Australia Keith Mackay quality handicap last year taken out by Bella Corona. Darren Beedman beat Shamika and Danish Magic, and the only one the big boys want to back is number 2. She's back on all fours. They're off this time. She jumped reasonably well, Monsoon Wedding. Hello, Recitative has tossed the jock. There's the sensation. Recitative and the jockey are out of the race. And the early leader, She's in Demand from Monsoon Wedding. Diamonds and Pearls and In My Sights is hustling up on the inside. A length and a half to Doubtful Choice. 2.5 then to On My Honour. A length Marimba Bell. Strawberry Storm, Sweet Ransom, Authoress, Jaguar Leap, and then Chinkachanto. And last of all, Santa Aurelia. Down to the 600 marker. She's in Demand is the leader from In My Sights and Monsoon Wedding. Diamonds and Pearls followed by Doubtful Choice on the rails. Wide of Marimba Bell. Strawberry Storm the middle. On My Honour the rails. Sweet Ransom then Chinkachanto followed by Authoress, Jaguar Leap, and about 4 lengths to Santa Aurelia, and Recitative lost the jockey shortly after the start. They straighten up now, and She's in Demand narrowly clear. In My Sights the inside. Muntz has gone for the whip on Monsoon Wedding, but the favourite is responding to hard riding. And to the 200 Monsoon Wedding got past She's in Demand, and In My Sights Sweet Ransom is coming home with Strawberry Storm and Doubtful Choice. Strawberry Storm, Sweet Ransom go after Monsoon Wedding. It's Strawberry Storm, Sweet Ransom, Strawberry Storm or Sweet Ransom in a tighty. Third Monsoon Wedding from Doubtful Choice. A not far away Jaguar Leap and Diamonds and Pearls, Authoress, and then Chinkachanto followed by She's in Demand. Marimba Bell and In My Sights knocked up, followed by Santa Aurelia. Last to finish, in actual fact, was On My Honour. There's the riderless Recitative. And any of the boys watching on the closed circuit, did the jock get up? Did you see? He's okay, Mick? You couldn't see? Okay. All right. Let's have a look over here. Recitative's rider obviously has been picked up. And I'm referring to Damien.
Strawberry Storm, Len Beasley, a double. And 13, 10, 320 over Sweet Ransom and Monsoon Wedding. 139.70, 423 the exacta, and 755 the trifecta there. First 4, 5,200 handicap. 1100 is the distance, and a field of 14. Bazaars at 420. Clavia now into 510. Words of Magic and Sir Covert given chances too. Moving in, and Sky, of course, doesn't have the legal rights to show the Sydney races, but for his call of the 4th, here's Ian Craig.
So, as we're all aboard now, repeating that number 9 is at $4.10 and number 7 is at $5.20. Best late money for... Ready to go. They're off this time, deranged from a wide alley, and none such out quickly. So too was Clavier, and going up speedily. Nearer to the inside is Armagiggle, and not all that far away as they settle down. Generator, followed by its stablemate on the inside, Inflation, and then comes Words of Magic, Black Hawk, followed by Magano's Sentimental Tour. Now getting back in the field after a good jump is Deranged, a length and a half to Sir Covert, followed by Bazaar, Shahryar, and Night Raiders last. Along to the 600, Armagiggle joined again by Clavier. 2 lengths away, third Generator, followed by None Such, Words of Magic, Black Hawk, and Sentimental Tour, Deranged, Sir Covert, and then comes Inflation, followed by Night Raider, Shahryar, Bazaar's one behind it, and that is the Ruffy Magano straightening up, and Clavier on top of the rise, just the leader in the middle, battling on very, very well as Generator. On the inside, Armagiggle as Generator hits the front, Black Hawk, None Such, Night Raider, and Sentimental Tour as they come to the 150, and the leader is Generator, but on the outside coming home fast is Black Hawk, Generator, Black Hawk, Sir Covert. They reach the line. Black Hawk from either Sir Covert, Generator, Deranged, Night Raider, not far away, Bazaars, and Sentimental Tour. None Such, Words of Magic. It was a magnificent finish. Armagiggle, Magano, followed by Inflation, Shahryar, and Clavier's pulled up at the tail of the field. Black Hawk looks as though it's got its nose in front. From where I stand, confirmation of same will come from the video replay on track. Yep, Black Hawk will get it. Number 10, ridden by none other than Glenn Boss. For Paul Perry and Stephen K. Marshall, the Coastal Bloodstock Syndicate, managed by S and Mrs. J. Turk, by Desert King from Nunnery Walker, 4-year-old black gelding. Number 10 will be the winner, Black Hawk, in the time of 1:05.09. 1:05.09, and that's well outside the class record. Numbers will be up in just a moment. Black Hawk has had the 20 starts now for 5 wins. He's a good sort of horse. Those black coloured horses, they really stand out, don't they? Lonhro is no exception. Anyway, he's been able to just swamp them. That horse of Barb Joseph ran a terrific race, Generator. They're all over the shop for 2nd, 3rd, 4th.
And we'll get a 4th numbers for you shortly, and that'll pay a mozza too. Okay, so Outsider wins the 4th on the card at Randwick, and Black Hawk and Glen and Timberina at 340 steady. In a Pointers Demerger at 11. Wild Iris, the favourite, at $2.60. Generosa out a little to $8.50. Boulevard of Dreams and Touched by God both at 10. And the others all at pretty big odds. Race 5 coming up over the 1.5 miles, the 2400, and that's due in 5 minutes.
She does. Gates are back and they're off. Boulevard of Dreams came out just a little bit slowly, and Timberina was the early leader, taken on quickly by Generosa. A length away 3rd is Demerger, followed by Looking and then Zalute. French Lady being eased back on the inside of Touched by God, a couple of lengths to Boulevard of Dreams, and a length further back is Wild Iris. Bossy goes to the front on Generosa as they turn out of the straight and run up past the 2,000 marker. The break is a length and a half on Demerger. Timberina getting a nice run 3rd, Looking 4th, and then Zalute 2.5 to French Lady, a length and a half. Boulevard of Dreams on the inside of Touched by God, and about 2.5 further back is Wild Iris. This is the order as they head along past the 1700, and Generosa pilots the field. 2nd, a length and a half away is Demerger. Timberina galloping 3rd, 2 to Looking inside of Zalute, and 3 to French Lady. Another 2 lengths then the New Zealander Boulevard of Dreams inside Touched by God, and Larry Cassidy bowling along aboard the favourite Wild Iris at the tail of the field, and would be about 10 lengths from Generosa at the 1300. And along the back straight they travel in the AJC Australian Oaks, and going to the half mile, the halfway marker here at the 1200, and the leader is Generosa, about a length and a half on Demerger. 3rd posse is Timberina. 2 lengths further back is Zalute, followed by Looking, French Lady, then Boulevard of Dreams, Touched by God, and a length and a half to Wild Iris. No change out of the back now, leaving the 1,000 pole behind them, and Boss quickens up on the Bart Cummings train Generosa, and Generosa a little more than a length on Demerger. Timberina 3rd, Zalute is running 4th, Looking next on the inside, a length and a half into French Lady, nearly 2 lengths to Boulevard of Dreams, Touched by God on its outside, and Wild Iris is starting to make up some leeway as they pack down past the 650, and it's Generosa taken on by Demerger. 2 away 3rd, Timberina, who's had a good run. Zalute, French Lady, wider out Touched by God on the inside, Looking, and then Boulevard of Dreams, and Wild Iris going to the extreme outside into the straight, and Demerger goes to the front. Generosa gave in very quickly. Timberina on the inside of Demerger, and here's Wild Iris. She's sprinting like a gazelle down to the 250, and Wild Iris, the most improved filly in Australia. She raced about 2.5 lengths on French Lady, and then Demerger, Timberina, but Wild Iris, this is a fairy tale story. Wild Iris blows them away in the Oaks and has won it about 4 lengths nearly to French Lady, and then Boulevard of Dreams. On the inside of it was Demerger. Photo for 3rd, then Timberina, followed in by on the outside Touched by God, Looking, Zalute, and Generosa has come in a distant last. Wild Iris, hard to believe that she won her first race.
Pretty well at Randwick for the running of the Emancipation. Just looking at that previous first 4 in Melbourne, 6, 3, 10 and 2, 2009, 34, 40, 2009, 34, 40. This one due at Ippy too. There it is, 150, 60.
Is in a bound. They're ready to go over the 1,600 metres. And the racing, St Jesse immediately out the back and a heck of a party straight to the front, about a length and a half or so on Inner Bound. In the third position, Zanna, followed closely by Iron Gale. A couple of lengths to last, Cyranews on the outside of St Jesse, then Tenacious Spirit racing with a mouth wide open. Tiffin passing her on the inside, and 2.5 Mrs Tendulkar. Heck of a party, keen to run along and goes by the 1200, about 2 lengths on Inner Bound, 4 lengths further back as Iron Gale, and nearly 2 lengths to Zanna. 1.5 Cyranews on the outside of St Jesse, and then Tiffin on the inside of Tenacious Spirit, and some 3 or 4 lengths Mrs Tendulkar. The Waterhouse pair at the top of proceedings as they work onto the High Street side with Heck of a Party, leading in a bound a length and a half, 2.5 to Iron Gale and 3.5 to Zanna. Then St Jesse La Cyranews at her girth on the outside, 2.5 then to Tiffin, parked on the inside of Tenacious Spirit, and still a couple of lengths Mrs Tendulkar. There's no change in the order as they gallop by the 600 marker, and Heck of a Party in front leads 2 lengths on Inner Bound. In the third spot, another 2 away, Iron Gale, 4 or 5 to Zanna, St Jesse, La Cyranews, Tenacious Spirit, Tiffin and Mrs Tendulkar. All the jocks coming out to the centre of the track as they straighten up, and Heck of a Party's got a heck of a lead. It's about 3 lengths on Inner Bound, 2 lengths to Zanna, then Iron Gale, and 4 or 5 is Mrs Tendulkar and La Cyranews, but it's Heck of a Party inside the 200 marker, 2.5 Inner Bound, who's making no headway on a stablemate. Zanna on the inside, then Iron Gale, but Heck of a Party is a mile too good for these, and down to the post goes Heck of a Party to win easily from Zanna, Inner Bound and Iron Gale. Mrs Tendulkar followed by La Cyranews, Tenacious Spirit, St Jesse and Tiffin together at the rear. She was much too good for them there. Number 8, Heck of a Party, straight to the lead for Glenn Boss, and that was the end of the penny section. Number 8 by Hector Protector from Party Dancer, raced by Johnny Freer, Andrew Rykard, Bob Guth, D.P. Jackson, M.A. Johnson, and trained by Gay, and the weight students were on the right tram there. Heck of a Party ending up favourites in the ring, about just under half a point shorter than the stablemate. And Zanna by Pentire, trained by John Hawkes. Corey Brown 3 ran third, and that was Inner Bound. She's by Ash Kalani, trained by Gay Chris Munce, and number 4 for the pick 4, and that being Iron Gale. They're off at the Galaxy. Lucky Night dwelt, missed it by a length or so, and the smartest out, Spark of Life. Tycoon is right up there in the early stages. Star of Florida is burning through, followed by Sharp, and then Majestic Fiesta, followed by Murphy's Blue Boy Bless 'em, and then Pemberton, followed by Dance the Wave, Sports Brat, Lucky Night, and 2 to Bradshaw. Star of Florida is the leader, coming to the 600 by a length and a half. Spark of Life, 2 Majestic Fiesta inside Tycoon, wider Murphy's Blue Boy, and then Sharp, followed a length further back Bless 'em. Off the track Lucky Night, Dance the Wave, Sports Brat, Pemberton, and 2 or 3 lengths to Bradshaw last as they swing around the home corner, and up the rise in the Galaxy. Out into the middle of the track they go, and Star of Florida a length and a half on Spark of Life, Majestic Fiesta, Tycoon being called upon by Boss, and then Sharp. They reach the distance at the 200, and Spark of Life got Star of Florida. Here's Tycoon after Spark of Life. Spark of Life is still in front. Tycoon can't reach Spark of Life. A great display by Spark of Life to win the Galaxy from Tycoon and Bless 'em. Then Bradshaw and Sharp, Star of Florida, Dance the Waves, Sports Brat, Murphy's Blue Boy, Majestic Fiesta, Lucky Night, and Pemberton came in last. Wonderful performance. The winner, Spark of Life. Great effort, 6 Spark of Life. Chris Munce for Alan Denham. Really had the horse tuned to absolute perfection, Alan. Great training effort. And Tycoon couldn't get near him over the last 150. Start number 7, win number 5 by 9 Carat from Sparkling Bounty, 3-year-old Chestnut Gelding, and another big win for Little Chris Munce. 6, 7, 4 and 2 are the placings in the Galaxy.
Number 11 Annick is at big odds as well. Now, we might head to a break on Sky and be right back with more racing for you right after this break.
Spark of Life won the Galaxy. Previous taken out by Spark of Life, of course. And now they're all in for the last 1400. They're off in the final event. Immediately Disco Touch out the back with Undulate. Natural Embrace from a wide alley. Hard ridden to lead Island Swing in the early part, and then Flying for Melody. Reconnoitre Costa Nothing, followed by Rapid Chess the inner, and then Star of Hill and into Moor, length and a half to Grandaz, and then Desert Ransom, followed by Magic Quest. 1.5 Undulate, and then Hasta Manana, followed by Happy Ways, and 2 to Disco Touch. Onto the course proper, and the leader Natural Embrace. Steadied 3/4 on Reconnoitre. 1.5 Island Swing, then Flying for Melody, wider out Star of Hill. Over on the inside next is Rapid Chess, Costa Nothing. Magic Quest is printed out very wide with Intermoo and Grandaz. And then comes the stable mates I refer to, Happy Ways and Undulate. Desert Ransom's got 2 behind him, Hasta Manana and Disco Touch. It's a compact field in the last, coming to the corner, and again they're heading wide. Natural Embrace a length and a half on Reconnoitre. Island Swing is third. Rapid Chess is the closest to the inside. Flying for Melody, and near enough to the outside is Magic Quest as they straighten up, and Desert Ransom's trying to weave his way through a pack of horses. Plenty of hopes at the 300 marker. Natural Embrace under siege. Island Swing the inner. Reconnoitre. Magic Quest coming down the outside. Desert Ransom gets a split now. Flying for Melody and Grandaz. Reconnoitre about to be grabbed by Magic Quest, and Grandaz storming home, and then Desert Ransom coming late. Reconnoitre's in front. Reconnoitre, the outside Grandaz, and Desert Ransom the inner. They're the 3 going across first, second and third from Magic Quest and Island Swing, and then came Intermoo, Disco Touch and Flying for Melody. Rapid Chess further back in the field then was on the outside Undulate, then its stablemate Happy Ways, followed by Costa Nothing, Hasta Manana, and the last couple in were Star of Hill, and tailed off the early leader Natural Embrace. Terrific go in the final event of the day. Reconnoitre. Grandaz came home very quickly on the outside and has got a big chance of getting it. I tell you what, don't you wipe out this horse on the outside, Grandaz. Number 3, it's got a big hope of getting this in the last of the day. In fact, it probably will. Yep, Grandaz in a 3-horse finish to the last of the day is on the outside with the rail out the 6 metres, and you'll probably find that he will get up and win it. 3 Grandaz, yep, there's the number. Number 3 Grandaz, ridden by Scott Seamers, arrived in the nick of time to win from number 7 Reconnoitre, ridden by Rodney Quinn. Number 1 Desert Ransom, ridden by Darren Beedman, third. Number 6 ran 4th, and that was Magic Quest. 3, 7, 1 and 6. The winner trained by Darren Smith and is by Grand Lodge from Azetta, Scott Seamer. Officially paid $13.30 and $3.60. Pardon me. Number 7 Reconnoitre, $3.60 as well. And number 1 Desert Ransom paid $1.70. The Quinella was $69.10. The Exacta $146.90. The Trifecta paid $597.90. And the first 4, 3, 7, 1, 6, $3,368.30. In the last, it was a nose by a short head, 124.17, 36.53.
All right, Grandad's getting home there, and as we mentioned, Reconnoitre running second, a close go to the line by the looks of things, and Desert Ransom has run third. 3, 7, 1, Scott Seamer in the saddle on the last winner. Race 8 stall, as we thank Ian, 5, 3, 10 there, Trifecta $1,276 on race number 8 from stall. On the way to the barriers now at Port Lincoln, race 9, due in a couple of minutes, and Claire Lindop rides the favourite here. It's now into odds on at $1.90, $5.30 for Gill Echo, Old Sea Salt $9.70, and Wilds of Virginia and Jetway are at longer odds to win race 9 from Port Lincoln. Now, the twilight hour is about to get underway. And we've got the Gold Coast Greyhounds on. Also, we've got Gosford Greyhounds as well. Bunbury will be joining us, our coverage from the Thoroughbreds soon as well, race 4. Now, 260 about Dynamic Jack in the 5th of the Gold Coast, $9.90 for Lots Ability. Just Bart showing at $2.20, it's $1.90 New South Wales. And Michael's Token at $6.10 for race 5 at the Gold Coast. Updating the Bunbury market for you right now. Let's do it. On the next event, race 4, 9 minutes away. Top raters are Kinky Miss and Sweet Dreams. Kinky Miss and Sweet Dreams, and Shep and Firearm are the other 2 there. There's the mark at $1.60 for number 2, Kinky Miss. Favourite ahead of number 3, Sweet Dreams. Number 1 Shepherds at $7.10 for the load and lock and handicap over the Sprint Journey of 1100. Hello to James, who's watching this afternoon in the West. Good on you, mate. Have you back a winner or two later this afternoon? I'm sure you will. Now, race 9 at Port Lincoln. It's $1.90 for number 5 Okran for Claire Lindop as we join Hilton for race 9.
Righto, Nick, they're coming in well. Just talking to Darren Holland, he was in the VB bar, and he's back at the track. He's in good spirits, and he has a broken wrist, but he's basically all right apart from that. A slightly sprained wrist in the right, but well, he's back at the track and he can relax for a few months now. Old Sea Salt next along. Okran, who is the Port Lincoln Horse of the Year. 8 starts here this season for 7 wins. It's a formidable record. Incredible, really. Okran with those 7 wins from 8 this season. They're coming in well. Moving up for a start, there's Okran on screen. Jetway also in that shot as well. Saturday, feature racing in Adelaide at Cheltenham Park with a couple of listed races, the Nitschke Stakes and also the listed Oaklands Plate for the 2-year-olds. 128 nominations, and fields are out in the morning at 9 a.m. Riders declared at midday. Scott Edgecombe will be live trackside Saturday, and Cherie Buki will be providing the late mail. So the spotlight now coming on to Adelaide as we head towards the Group 1 Carnival, Adelaide Cup Carnival, and the spotlight on Brisbane as well. Ken's Arm to come up. His full sister ran earlier. To say she looked big in the girth was an understatement. She definitely needed the run. Now Wilds of Virginia goes in, Star Aglow comes up, and that will complete the line. Still trying hard to rein. David Carney's ridden a double on this program. David hasn't had too many rides here this season. Shows a good day to come. They're off and racing. Oh, missing the start, Wilds of Virginia. She was out the back, and Okran began beautifully. Jumped straight to the lead, booting through on the inside though. Mary Cash goes with Okran, and then there's a line of about 6. Here's Wilds of Virginia, Bluestone Villa. They're up attacking wider out. They're going hard. Just behind them, settling down, came Gil Echo, who's going to box seat on a very good speed to the inside of Jetway. 3 to Old Sea Salt, followed by King's Choice wide out. Over on the inside, Cypress Lakes. Second last is Star Aglow and Ken's Arm at the rear. As they come to the 600 metres, Okran on the outside of Mary Cash. They held out the challengers from Bluestone Villa, Wilds of Virginia. 5th is Jetway, followed by Gil Echo, Old Sea Salt, King's Choice, Star Aglow, Cypress Lakes, Ken's Arm last. At the 350, Okran on the outside of Mary Cash. I think Mary Cash has put up the white flag as Okran strode to the lead. Wilds of Virginia hard at work. Gil Echo gets to the outside, checking Jetway slightly. At the 150, Okran 2 in front. Wilds of Virginia's running an enormous race. Gil Echo's closing late. Okran, Gil Echo coming at Okran, and Wilds of Virginia still there in the middle. Gil Echo levelled up, went to the lead, and Gil Echo won it. A length and a half on the line to Okran. 3rd, Wilds of Virginia, should have won easily. A huge run. For 4th, we had Jetway or Old Sea Salt from King's Choice and Cypress Lakes, followed in by Ken's Arm. Bluestone Villa knocked up, followed home by Mary Cash, and last over the line was Star Aglow. Number 3, Gil Echo, Sam Burford. What a day for the young fellow. The young